It has been made clear when Liam Lawson began to lose control of his fledgling career at Red Bull Racing. After just 2 races of the 2025 season, it was reported earlier this week that Lawson would be relegated to the Racing Bulls squad right away in favor of Yuki Tsunoda. Red Bull management has been under fire for their treatment of their drivers, particularly after severing their relationship with Sergio Perez in a contentious manner at the conclusion of the 2024 season. While colleague and reigning champion Max Verstappen has been battling alone for podiums in a challenging RB21, Lawson had a terrible run with the team, finishing last after 2 rounds of the season without scoring a single point. The fact that Verstappen, who is regarded as one of the best drivers in the history of the sport, is also experiencing issues speaks much about the technological difficulties the Milton Keynes-based team has encountered recently. Verstappen reportedly claimed that Lawson should be given more time, but that was insufficient to save him. Red Bull advisor Helmut Marko has identified the pivotal moment when Lawson lost all faith in his abilities, effectively ending his career with the team going forward, despite some arguing that team principal Christian Horner was never really behind the idea of having Lawson partner Verstappen. Marko, who has made a number of controversial remarks during his time in the paddock, blamed the New Zealander's demise on the Australian GP's free practice 3 session, where he was unable to compete due to technical issues, costing him valuable track time at a time when he was already having difficulties. The 81-year-old said in an interview with Motorsport.com. However, we must admit that the RB21 is challenging to drive, Marko went on. It isn't the fastest vehicle, and the performance difference just widened. As part of the rationale for the promotion as Perez's replacement was the conviction that Lawson had a tough mentality in addition to his speed, the Austrian acknowledged that circumstances played a significant role in Lawson's early demise but also expressed surprise at how quickly things went south. Yes, Lawson was unexpected, but as I mentioned, there were unfavorable circumstances. He experienced technical difficulties that reduced his mileage even during the pre-season tests in Bahrain. You must still deliver, though. Red Bull had elevated a junior player early into the main squad before, but they struggled to adjust and were later dropped, as demonstrated by the Lawson incident. This was the case with Alex Albon and Pierre Gasly. But the two have since moved on to play important roles for other Formula One teams. Lawson's situation is the most extreme to date. The Kiwi had only competed in 11 Formula One races and had not even finished a full season when he was chosen over the more seasoned Tsunoda. Red Bull executives appear to have made a hasty decision in pairing him with Verstappen, despite the fact that he had demonstrated a rapid adjustment to an F1 and was on par with the Japanese driver. There is some hope that Lawson will resemble himself more when he gets back into the more manageable Racing Bulls vehicle. But once more, this ruling gives the theory of the cursed second Red Bull seat a more vivid hue. The team has had numerous drivers since Daniel Ricciardo's initial departure in 2017, but none of them have been able to match Verstappen's skill level. Despite his long-awaited promotion, there are concerns that Tsunoda would end up like those who came before him, forcing Red Bull to either scramble once more or possibly make changes in their leadership team.